Hi there, I'm going to be making another project that I'm kind of making up on my own as I go again. So I'm going to show you some of the supplies that I've started to pull. First of all, I have pulled out the Spellbinders Grand Caliber Grand Die. This is like the second or the third one, scallop. And then I am using a Lifestyle Crafts circle that will fit inside of it. I am also going to be using Paper Trays slider die. This one is the vertical slider die. And I'm also using a My Besties Mermaid that is approximately, let's see, if you look at this, these are inches. She's almost 4 inches tall. She actually came with a moon, and I just enlarged her. I'm not going to be using the moon with this one. So far, what I've done is I have cut some cardstock that is 6 1/4 by 9 1/4, folded it in half, took my scallop die, and this is a fold right here, and I cut that. And I'm going to be making that into a shell. And I'm trying to do something different. Normally slider cards are on the outside, or they're just the base, period. So what I want to do is I'm going to be making my shell inside the slider card. And you know what? You have to figure out how that's going to be able to be pulled out to make that slide. So I'm going to have to put a slit right in here so that this will be able to pull through. I'll show it all to you when I get it finished, but the slider is going to be on the inside, and this is going to look like a seashell. So I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing so far. That's it. Hi, another little tip as I'm progressing with this project is I am going to be lining the inside of my card with the circles and leaving the space around the outside. And so that I get a straight line across the top of here, what I've done is I took one of the papers, turned it over, and lined it up and drew a line with a pencil mark. And I'm going to just put the pieces together, the 3 that I've already cut out to put inside on the outside, and cut them at the same time. So that's where I'm at so far. Okay, a few more steps. I cut my circles off and I've cropped the top of them. This is the outside, and get this open. And this is the inside, back and the bottom. And like I told you, I'm going to be doing the slider card. In order to do the slider card, it's going to have to fit on here just like this. I actually used my quarter rounder, and because these were straight, not curved. And I just liked the look of that better, so I used my quarter rounder. And I've lined this up to where I want it to be inside of my card. And if you can see, I actually use a pencil mark to so I would know where I wanted to make a cut in the fold, because the slider part of the card, it kind of looks like a tag, needs to slide through. So it's going to be sliding through right through here. So I went ahead and put that on my paper cutter, and I did make that slit. You can see, made the slit, so I'll be able to slide that through. And then the other things you do to prepare your slider card is you put 1/8 of an inch score tape all along the bottom here, and not this top. You leave that blank because that's where your tag has to slide through. And then it also shows you how to fold it. That's the back side, so you can see. And here's the front side. And it'll fold, and once you attach your tab, it'll pull that up like that. Here's my tab, and again, I folded this back and put score tape on it, and it's going to be attaching to this piece so it can pull through. So, I was going to show you my quarter, her 1/8 of an inch. It's pretty thin. Works perfect so that my slider will work. So that's how far I am so far. Okay, this is my next step. I needed the memory box wave die for part of embellishing the inside of the card. And this is actually what it looks like once I get the slider working. And it's hard for me to do because I don't have a tripod, but I'm going to see what I can do to show you. I'm sliding that down on the inside with my finger, which is really not what you need to do, but just 1 second. It is easier than this if you have two hands to use. All right, so again, here's the outside of my card, which is going to be embellished, but for right now I'm just showing you the basic. This is the tab pull right here. So once you open the card, you can pull that tab. And I'm going to add ribbon to that, and it'll make it even easier and it'll be prettier. Alright, so I'm done with my mermaid card, and this is what I did to the front of the card. And as you can see, I added some ribbon so that I can pull it. Again, it's kind of like I said, it's hard doing everything one-handed. This is the inside though, without it being pulled. And I did add, if you can see, the ribbons so that this doesn't flap all the way back. I kind of liked it as a backdrop instead. So let me see if I can get this pulled. One-handed. I think I can. And then she'll pop up once I get that going, I think. But technically, really, all it does is it just pops up when you pull that in the back. So, this is what I did. And I've added some, as you can see, I've added some seaweed to the background. And I already showed you, oh, the seaweed is the new doohickey special edition from Magnolia. And then I found some charms at Michael's. And these actually the starfish in the shell were something that was supposed to go around the bottom of wine glasses. And I'm also using all the different gems. But that's what she looks like when she's sitting inside of her shell.